Hey guys, Judd coming at you from the carriage house, and today we are back in After Effects. We're going to prove to ourselves that it's not so scary. We're going to be learning how to knock out text in After Effects. It's super quick, super easy, and it looks awesome. Let's go. You know, there's all these rumors going around the design world that After Effects is scary and complicated and boring and blah blah blah. And I get it, it's different. But once you scratch the surface, learn a few things, and figure it out, you can do some really amazing stuff. So today we're knocking out some text, maybe gonna add a little bit of motion to it. It's not that hard. Let's get right into it. So I have my composition set up here in After Effects, and I have a still image in the background here of the PATH station in World Trade Center in New York. And what we wanna do is basically put a color block over this and then have the text knock out of that. So what I'm gonna do first is add a solid, and there's a few different ways to do that. You can either go to Layer, New, and Solid, or here in the timeline, you can right click and go to New, Solid. Or what I usually do, because I use solids a lot, is hit Command Y, and that brings up our dialog box. So I'm gonna name this solid text BG for background. And for the color, I'm gonna pick kind of an orange color from the composition itself. Then if we click OK, we get a solid that covers up the whole screen. Now when you create a solid, the anchor point's always in the middle, so you can grab a corner and scale it, and it'll always stay centered. So I'm just gonna drag it to about here. Now I want this title to be big, but not huge. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the blending mode of this solid so some of the background comes through. So here in my timeline, I'm gonna click Toggle Switches / Modes. And on my solid layer, I'm gonna change the mode from normal to multiply. That's gonna have some of the background come through. You know, I wanna change the color of this to be a bit more orange and less peach. So I'm gonna go to Layer, Solid Settings. And I'm gonna open up the color and just drag it towards the orange a little more. I think that should about do it. Yep, that's about what I want. So now that we have our solid in place, we wanna add our text. So I'm gonna go up to the toolbar and click the text tool. I'm gonna click somewhere in the middle of the screen and type all caps NYC. That's the text that I want in here. Now I'm gonna change the font to something really blocky. I think Montserrat Bold is what I want. Yeah, it looks good. So I want this text dead center. So while it's selected, I'm gonna come to my Align tool and align it in the center. And I'm just gonna grab the corner and hold down Shift and scale it up. I want it to take up a lot of the background color, but not all of it. Now, a little bit of my OCD is coming out right now because I can see that this line here is dead center, but it kind of is not dead center on the Y. So I'm just gonna move this over just a little bit. And I can even pull up my proportion grid to make sure that it looks pretty good. And I would say, yeah, about there, it looks good. Okay, so now to get this text to punch through that background color, we're gonna use track mats. Now we used track mats in a video a couple weeks ago, and this is gonna be a little bit different. Because with this, we're gonna come to our text background color, and we're gonna change the track mat. If we go to alpha matte inverted, which is what we did in that other video, we're gonna get something that looks like this. That's not what we're going for. If you think of a cookie cutter, this would be the cookie. We want the leftover dough, that's not the cookie. If that doesn't make sense, just watch this. So if we change the track mat to inverted mat, it's gonna create the leftover dough. You see what I'm saying now? So the parts of NYC are punched through this background color. If we zoom in a little bit, you know, it looks pretty good. That's a nice title screen. But we're gonna add some motion to it now. So I've added this background music track to this. And right when the bass drops, that's when I want New York to slide in. So what we're gonna do is, so we're gonna open up our music track here, open up the audio, and open up the waveform. Now this shows us what the music is gonna be like, and this first drop right here is where I want it to slide in. Now in After Effects, when you're animating things, it's often a really good idea to work backwards. So this point is where I want the color background and the NYC text to end. So I'm gonna put position keyframes there. So with those selected, I'm gonna hit P on my keyboard, and I'm gonna hit position. And I'm gonna right click on these keyframes, and under keyframe assistant, I'm gonna click easy ease, and that's gonna give us nice smooth motion. Now I'm gonna go back about a half second, and we're working in 24 frames per second. So that means I have to go back 12 frames. So that's what I do. And I'm gonna move these individually. First I'm gonna move NYC. I want this to go all the way off screen to the right. And the color background, I wanna go all the way off screen to the left. Now let's take a look at this and see what it looks like. Okay, so that's not bad, but I think it needs to have a little bit more pace. So what I'm gonna do, under my speed graphs, I'm just gonna change the way that these graphs look a little bit. I'm gonna have them start slow and go fast. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, good, but I think these need to go closer together. I want this just to move faster, so I'm gonna push my keyframes together a little bit. So the starting keyframes here, when they're off the screen, I'm gonna hold down Option and press right 6 times to just get those forward a little bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now this should be like a quarter second. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. But now I wanna animate these off in a similar way that they came on. So I've identified this other drop in the music, and that's where I want this animation to happen. And I want the animation to be complete right here, so I'm gonna go back about 6 frames. I'm gonna hold down Command and hit left 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna hit position keyframes and go ahead 6 frames. And I'm actually gonna copy this first position keyframe for each of these elements and paste it right there. Let's see how that looks. Alright, so that's happening a little too fast, so I'm going to reverse the speed graph. So with these selected, I'm going to click to my graph editor. I'm going to select these, and I want these to start slow and end fast. So I'm going to drag these first points there. Let's see how that looks. Alright, so I'm happy with that. So let's see how this whole thing looks from the beginning. That's not terrible, but instead of the titles coming on like this and going back out, I want them to kind of complete their path. So I'm going to click out of my graph editor. I'm going to come over here to where this animation ends, and I'm going to change the position of where these are going. So NYC ends up on this side of the screen. I want it to end up on the other side. So I'm just going to hold down Shift and drag it. And then the same thing for the color background. I want it to go to the complete other side of the screen. I'm just going to check on my speed graphs to make sure that they maintain their attributes, which they did. So now we can preview this another time. I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, obviously with some more time and tweaking, it could be even more cool, but I'm really happy with the way that came out. See guys, you can do After Effects, I can do After Effects. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please click the like button. Subscribe for more After Effects tutorials, and let me know in the comments what kind of stuff you guys want to learn how to do. As always, thanks for stopping by the Carriage House, and I will see you guys on Thursday.